Shocking truth. 8 dangerous fruits for seniors. Did you know that some of the fruits you've been eating for years, maybe even every day, could actually be putting your health at risk, especially as you get older? I know, that sounds hard to believe. Fruits are supposed to be healthy, right? They're natural, they're full of vitamins, they boost our immune system. It's what we've been told our whole lives. And yes, fruits are good, but here's the truth most people never talk about. As we age, our bodies don't process food the same way they used to. Our kidneys may not filter as well, our digestion slows down, our blood sugar becomes more sensitive to sudden changes, and many of us start taking medications every day that can interact in unexpected ways with the foods we eat. So something that was once a health food in your 40s could become a health hazard in your 70s. Let me share a real story with you. Just last month, a 72-year-old man collapsed at home. He'd been feeling foggy, tired, and dizzy for a few days. Nothing serious, he thought it was just getting old. But when he was rushed to the hospital, doctors found that the real problem was a tropical fruit he'd been adding to his smoothies every morning. That fruit had built up toxins in his body because of reduced kidney function, and it almost cost him his life. Sadly, this kind of thing happens more often than you'd expect. That's why in today's talk, I'm going to share something important, something that could protect your health or the health of someone you love. We're going to talk about 8 fruits that seniors should avoid completely, or eat with extreme caution. I'll walk you through each one, and for every fruit I'll explain why it becomes risky as we age, what's happening inside your body when you eat it, and safer, just as delicious alternatives you can enjoy instead. Because the goal isn't to make you afraid of fruit, it's to help you eat smart and make choices that actually support your well-being, not quietly work against it. And before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever eaten a fruit, any fruit, and felt tired, dizzy, bloated, or just off afterward? Maybe you didn't think much of it. Maybe you thought it was just age catching up with you. But what if your body was trying to tell you something? I'd love for you to share your experience in the comments. Your story might help someone else recognize a warning sign in their own life. All right, if you're ready to discover the fruits that may be silently affecting your health, let's get started. Aowari. First fruit is beautiful, tropical, and shaped like a star, but what it does to your kidneys might shock you. Starfruit, the hidden danger for aging kidneys. Let's start with a fruit that looks beautiful and harmless, starfruit. It's light, tropical, and often used in juices, salads, or smoothies. Many people love it for its unique shape and refreshing flavor. But here's what most people don't know. For seniors, starfruit can be incredibly dangerous, especially if you have kidney issues, even mild ones. Starfruit contains a substance called caramboxin, a naturally occurring neurotoxin. If your kidneys are healthy, they can filter it out without any trouble. But as we get older, kidney function naturally declines. In fact, 1 in 3 adults over 65 has reduced kidney function, often without even knowing it. When the kidneys can't filter caramboxin properly, it builds up in the bloodstream and begins to affect the brain. This can cause confusion, dizziness, nausea, and vomiting, muscle twitching, and in severe cases, seizures or even coma. Take John, a 72-year-old from Florida. He thought he was doing something healthy by adding starfruit to his smoothies every morning. But within a week, he started feeling forgetful, disoriented, and extremely fatigued. It wasn't until he collapsed and was taken to the hospital that doctors discovered the starfruit was the cause. His kidneys weren't filtering the toxin out, and it was affecting his nervous system. This isn't just a rare case. The National Kidney Foundation warns that even a small amount of starfruit can be harmful to people with kidney issues. And since many older adults have reduced kidney function without symptoms, the risk is often invisible. So what can you eat instead? If you enjoy tropical fruits, try Asian pears. They're juicy, crisp, and kidney safe. Dragon fruit is another fantastic option. It looks exotic, tastes great, and is much gentler on the body. Quick tip: if you're over 60 or have high blood pressure, diabetes, or swelling in your legs, you may already have some kidney decline. Talk to your doctor And consider getting your kidney function checked regularly. Have you or someone you know ever felt unwell after eating star fruit? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might help someone else stay safe. 2. Grapes, the sweet trap for blood. Sugar next on our list is a fruit that's easy, tasty, and incredibly popular. Grapes. They're convenient, require no peeling, and feel like the perfect snack. But for older adults, especially those managing diabetes or prediabetes, grapes can be a sweet little trap. Let's break it down. Grapes are high in natural sugars, glucose and fructose. In fact, just 1 cup of grapes contains as much sugar as 4 cubes of table sugar. Because they're also high on the glycemic index, they cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. For seniors with slower metabolism and insulin resistance, that spike can lead to sudden fatigue, mood changes, blurred vision, and over time, serious complications like nerve damage or kidney strain. But there's more. Grapes are also a choking hazard, something people rarely talk about. As we age, our swallowing reflex weakens. Smooth, round foods like grapes can easily slip down the wrong way and get stuck. In fact, choking incidents involving grapes have risen 30% among seniors in recent years. So how can you still enjoy sweet, juicy fruits without the risks? Try berries, like blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries. They're lower in sugar, packed with antioxidants, and much easier on both your blood sugar and your throat. Melon chunks like cantaloupe or honeydew are also a great alternative. They offer a similar hydrating sweetness but with better portion control. If you still want to eat grapes, always cut them into quarters and don't eat them by the handful. Limit your serving to about 5 or 6 grapes, and try pairing them with protein, like a slice of cheese or a few almonds. That helps slow down the sugar absorption and keeps your blood sugar more stable. Have you ever noticed a sudden crash in energy after eating grapes? Or maybe trouble swallowing them? Leave a comment and let's talk about it. Your experience might help others rethink their snack habits. Oranges, good for immunity, bad for digestion and meds. Now let's talk about oranges, one of the most beloved fruits around the world. They're packed with vitamin C, taste refreshing, and seem like the perfect way to boost your immune system. But as healthy as they seem, oranges can cause more harm than good for many seniors. First, there's the acid. Oranges are highly acidic, and as we age, the muscle that keeps stomach acid in place tends to weaken. This means that foods like oranges can trigger acid reflux, causing symptoms like burning in the chest, a sour taste in your mouth, trouble sleeping. From nighttime heartburn, Margaret, a 73-year-old woman from Minnesota, drank orange juice every morning, believing it helped her immune system. But she found herself waking up at night with terrible heartburn. When she stopped drinking citrus juice, her symptoms went away, almost overnight. Next, let's talk about medications. Oranges and orange juice can interfere with over 50 different drugs, including those used to treat high blood pressure, high cholesterol, depression, and anxiety. Eating an orange or drinking orange juice within 2 hours of taking these medications can reduce how well they work, or, worse, increase their side effects. And finally, there's your dental health. The acid in oranges wears down tooth enamel, which becomes thinner and more fragile with age. Over time, this can lead to sensitivity, tooth decay, and even loss. So what should you eat instead? Try red bell peppers. They actually contain more vitamin C than oranges, without the acid. Another great option is kiwi. It's high in vitamin C, lower in acid, and easy on your digestive system. If you really love oranges, just be careful. Never eat them on an empty stomach. Try diluting orange juice with water, a 1:1 ratio, and don't consume them near your medication times. Have you ever experienced heartburn or stomach discomfort after eating citrus? Or did you notice that your medication didn't seem to work as well? Share your thoughts in the comments. We might be able to help someone make an important change. 4. Avocados, the hidden fat bomb. Let's move on to a fruit that's been hyped as a superfood in recent years, avocados. They're creamy, trendy, and loaded with healthy fats. You see them on toast, in smoothies, and as a staple of many heart-healthy diets. But here's something you may not realize. For seniors, avocados can do more harm than good, especially if you eat them regularly and in large amounts. Let's start with the obvious: calories. One medium avocado contains around 240 calories, nearly as much as a full meal for many older adults. And because it's so easy to spread on toast or add to salads, you may be eating far more calories than you realize. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down, and we don't burn calories as efficiently. This makes weight gain easier, and losing weight harder. And for seniors, even a few extra pounds can put extra pressure on the joints, increase blood pressure, and reduce mobility. Take Robert, a 75-year-old from Denver. He started eating avocado toast every morning thinking it was a smart choice. 3 months later, he had gained 12 pounds, his knees hurt more, and his energy dropped. His doctor helped him realize that while avocado is healthy in small portions, eating it daily in large amounts was working against his body's needs. But there's more to the story. Avocados are high in vitamin K, which can interfere with blood thinning medications like warfarin. This can increase your risk of blood clots, a serious danger for those with heart conditions, stents, or a history of stroke. They're also high in potassium, which sounds good, unless you have kidney issues. When your kidneys can't clear excess potassium, it builds up in the blood and can cause irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, or worse. And here's one you might not expect. If you have a latex allergy, avocado can actually trigger a reaction. Why? Because it shares similar proteins with latex, and that similarity can confuse your immune system. So what are the better options? If you love the creamy texture, try mashed chickpeas or a small amount of hummus. If you're after healthy fats, walnuts and almonds are great alternatives, rich in omega-3s and less likely to interfere with medications. If you do eat avocado, limit your portion to no more than 1/4 of a fruit per serving. Always pair it with fiber and protein, and speak to your doctor if you're on any medication that could be affected. Have you noticed weight gain, digestive issues, or changes in how your medications work after eating avocados? Share your story. It too might help someone else take a second look at what they're putting on their toast. Watermelon, the summer favorite that could disrupt your balance. Watermelon is a classic summer favorite. It's juicy, sweet, and refreshing, especially on a hot day. But here's a surprising truth. For seniors, watermelon can quietly disrupt your fluid balance, spike your blood sugar, and stress your heart and kidneys. Let's look at why. First, even though watermelon is over 90% water, it has a high glycemic index. That means it raises blood sugar quickly, especially when eaten in large amounts. 2 cups of watermelon can cause a sugar spike similar to drinking a can of soda. This is risky for older adults, particularly those with diabetes or prediabetes, high blood pressure, or kidney problems. Betty, a 78-year-old from Arizona, started eating watermelon daily during a summer heat wave. Within a week, her ankles were swollen and she was short of breath. A trip to the hospital revealed that her body was retaining too much fluid and her potassium levels were too high, both of which made it harder for her heart to function properly. The issue? Watermelon contains a significant amount of potassium, which, while healthy in small doses, can be dangerous for people with declining kidney function, a common condition among seniors. When potassium builds up in the blood, it can trigger irregular heart rhythms, muscle weakness, in severe cases, even heart failure. Watermelon can also cause fluid retention, especially for those taking diuretics or medications that affect hydration levels. So how can you stay cool and hydrated without the risks? Try cucumber slices in cold water, a great way to hydrate without sugar. You can also enjoy frozen berries. They offer sweetness and antioxidants, but are lower in sugar and potassium. If you truly love watermelon, keep your portions small, no more than 1-2 cups at a time. Always eat it with protein or fiber to slow sugar absorption, and avoid it late in the evening when your body is more prone to fluid retention. Have you noticed bloating or fatigue after eating watermelon? Let's talk about it in the comments. Sometimes even healthy summer snacks need a second look. 6. Papaya, the digestive aid that can backfire. Now let's talk about a fruit that's often recommended for digestion: papaya. It's soft, sweet, and contains an enzyme called papain, which is said to help break down proteins and ease digestion. Sounds perfect, right? Not quite. While papaya may help some people, for seniors it can sometimes do more harm than good, especially if you're taking medications or have certain sensitivities. First, papaya can interfere with common medications. The enzyme papain can increase the effects of blood thinners like warfarin, raising the risk of internal bleeding and bruising. It can also interfere with how your body absorbs diabetes medications and certain antibiotics, leading to unstable blood sugar or reduced drug effectiveness. Helen, a 71-year-old woman from San Diego, began eating papaya every day to help her digestion, but soon she noticed her blood pressure meds weren't working as well, and her blood sugar levels became unpredictable. After consulting her doctor, she learned the papaya was affecting how her medications were being processed. There's also the allergy risk. Papaya shares similar proteins with latex, and up to 35% of people with latex allergies also react to papaya. That means if you've ever had a reaction to gloves, balloons, or rubber bands, papaya could trigger itching in the mouth, stomach upset, swelling, or even serious allergic reactions. And although papain is known to support digestion, it's not always gentle. For seniors with acid reflux or a sensitive stomach, papaya can actually cause irritation, leading to bloating, discomfort, or worsened reflux symptoms. So what can you do instead? Try plain yogurt with probiotics, excellent for gut health without any medication interference, or ginger tea, which soothes the stomach, reduces bloating, and is very senior-friendly. If you do eat papaya, keep the portion small, just 2 to 3 bites to start, and never on an empty stomach. Always check with your doctor or pharmacist about possible interactions. Have you ever had unexpected bloating or changes in how your meds worked after eating papaya? Leave a comment below. Your story might help someone discover a hidden cause behind their symptoms. 7. Bananas, the potassium overload. You didn't expect bananas are one of the most popular fruits in the world, and for good reason. They're soft, easy to chew, naturally sweet, and packed with nutrients. For many seniors, bananas feel like a safe go-to option. But here's the thing. Too many bananas can lead to serious health problems, especially for older adults. Let's talk about potassium. Yes, potassium is important. It helps your muscles contract, keeps your heartbeat steady, and supports healthy nerves. But when your body can't properly regulate potassium, which is common in older adults with reduced kidney function, you can quickly run into trouble. Bananas are very high in potassium. A single medium banana has about 420 milligrams of potassium. That may not sound like much, but if you're already taking potassium-rich supplements or medications like ACE inhibitors or diuretics, the overload can be dangerous. Too much potassium in the blood, a condition known as hyperkalemia, can cause muscle weakness, fatigue, irregular heartbeat, and in severe cases, cardiac arrest. James, a 74-year-old from Texas, had been eating 2 bananas a day for years. He believed they were keeping his energy up. But one morning he felt faint, weak, and noticed his heart was racing. After being rushed to the ER, blood tests revealed his potassium levels were dangerously high, putting him at risk for a serious heart rhythm problem. But that's not all. Bananas also contain a high amount of natural sugar and fast-digesting carbohydrates. This can cause a quick spike in blood sugar levels, especially if you eat them on an empty stomach or in large amounts. So, what are some better alternatives? If you're looking for energy-boosting fruits without the potassium overload, try strawberries or blueberries, lower in potassium, rich in antioxidants. Baked sweet potato has fiber and slow-digesting carbs, and more blood sugar friendly. Or simply go for half a banana, paired with a protein like peanut butter to slow digestion. Pro tip: never eat bananas in large amounts if you have kidney issues, heart conditions, or are on medications that affect potassium. And avoid eating them first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Have you ever felt off, tired, jittery, or had heart palpitations after eating bananas? Let us know in the comments. It may be more common than you think, and your story could help others reconsider their fruit choices. 8. Jackfruit, the natural candy that can wreck digestion and blood sugar. Last but not least, let's talk about jackfruit, or as some people call it, nature's candy. With its rich, sweet taste and chewy texture, it's a favorite in many cultures. But for older adults, this fruit can be deceptively risky. Here's why. Jackfruit is extremely high in natural sugars, particularly fructose. While natural sugar may sound harmless, it still affects your blood sugar just like any other sugar, especially in large amounts. For seniors with diabetes or even mild insulin resistance, eating jackfruit can lead to rapid blood sugar spikes, energy crashes, mood swings, and long-term complications like nerve damage or vision problems. Beyond sugar, jackfruit is also known to cause digestive issues, particularly bloating and gas. That's because it contains types of fermentable carbohydrates that can be hard to digest, especially for people with a slower metabolism or a sensitive gut. These carbs ferment in the intestines, producing gas and discomfort. For older adults already dealing with constipation or indigestion, jackfruit can make things worse, not better. Another concern is portion control. It's very easy to eat too much jackfruit because it's addictive. It tastes like dessert. But even just one small bowl can contain more sugar than a can of soda. So what can you eat instead? If you love something naturally sweet and satisfying, try guava, lower in sugar, high in fiber, and help stabilize blood sugar. Pears or apples, crisp, sweet, and rich in digestion-friendly fiber, or unsweetened dried mango slices. Just eat. A few pieces can satisfy a sweet tooth without overloading your system. Helpful tip: if you still want to enjoy jackfruit, do it in very small portions and never on an empty stomach. Always pair it with protein or healthy fat, like a handful of nuts to slow sugar absorption and reduce digestive stress. Have you ever felt bloated, sluggish, or had a blood sugar spike after eating jackfruit? Let's hear your experience in the comments. It might help others realize what's behind those mysterious symptoms. So, we've just uncovered the surprising truth about 8 fruits that may no longer be your body's best friend after 60. And while this information might feel a little overwhelming at first, it's not meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. Fruits are still one of the best gifts nature gives us. But just like everything in life, what works for you at one age may need to change at another. As we grow older, our metabolism slows down. Our digestion becomes more sensitive, and our organs, especially the kidneys, heart, and liver, need more care and less strain. At the same time, the medications many seniors rely on can interact in unexpected ways with certain fruits. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up fruit altogether. You simply need to be a little more mindful about what fruits you choose, how much you eat, and when you eat them. Swapping a few risky options for safer ones can make a huge difference in how you feel. More energy, better digestion, more stable blood sugar, and fewer surprises with medications. Aging well doesn't mean eating less, it means eating smarter. So before you bite into your next fruit bowl, take a moment to check in with your body. Ask, is this helping me or could it be hurting me now without me knowing it? And as always, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed changes in how certain fruits affect you as you age? Drop your story in the comments below. Your experience could help someone else make a life-changing discovery. Thank you for spending this time with me. Stay informed, stay empowered, and most importantly, stay healthy.